Hello, hello. Nehal, can you hear me? Hello. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Okay, Nehal, we are waiting for Apurva and Albert. Let's see if they are around.
Yes,
This,
sir.
this is about getting funding from the startup, from the VC. So we get
Okay.
contacted by VC and then we have to get in touch with them and talk about them. A lot of people have many ideas, but they are not able to get funding for those ideas. So what we are trying to
Okay.
understand is how to talk to investors, how to send them the information they want, how to ask the money from them and get money so that we can get big amount of money from them. Now I'm looking for the website investor.
So, do I need to contact more investors for Crystal? I've contacted 50 to 55
Yeah, you
till
have to
now.
keep doing it. INVSTOR.
Okay.
We have to keep doing it. Where you contact through LinkedIn, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, we have to keep adding on LinkedIn because it takes time to get results. I'll show you. Like, I think Apurva was doing here, this one for investor. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, I can see.
Okay, so this investor.com is a site to send, and Apurva was sending some message. We can send like 3 messages per day, and we have to pay a monthly fee. So we have to ask her to send more. So she did not send anything after 26. Wow, I thought that she sent a lot, but she stopped sending. So we have to ask her to keep sending message. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, beside that, one second. Okay, there is nobody waiting. Let me message them on WhatsApp. Hmm. Okay, going back to investor. Where did I open it here? Yeah, we got this email which we have to reply. A lot of time we would get emails from investor and that we have to handle it because a lot of them are like, she is not going to
Mhm.
do that. Even if we handle some other private equity. So what we are doing is taking an idea from any startup guy and getting a part of that company and then helping them launch the company. So if we just assume that if we take a small company and they get like, and we have like 8% or 5% of the company, and they get a funding of 200,000, then our 5% would become 5% of 200,000, which is $10,000. So that's how we are going to get money. And we are going
Okay.
to make the exit when they get the funding. So if Crystal gets a funding of 200,000, then our part would become like 4% of that, which is $8,000. She gets 100,000, our part would become $4,000. But for that, she has to get funding. And once we get that, we can take the money and exit. So this is the broad idea about helping these guys get money. But these guys don't, they just have an idea. They don't have the developers, they don't have anything. So they just have an idea. And the VC companies would come with their own development team. So to start with, I'll show you about these guys. What are these guys? And then we'll have to reply to them. And we have to take care of all other messages that they get from private equity investor. These guys are Bonfire Ventures. And this is a Japanese funding. Do you know which are the big Japanese investment in India? Ola Cab is a Japanese.
This is a question.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready.
Yes, sorry, actually someone came.
What? Okay, she's coming, I think. Okay, so this is the investor that have contacted her, and we have to send them the business plan, and we have to send them the investor update. So they want us the business plan, executive summary, pitch deck, and they want us to email it to them. Now, Crystal has sent us some of the requirement that she wants for the business plan and the investor update. One is the team management page, sorry, the project management, and the other is the team. So we have to make that and put inside that. And the other thing that she has asked Prakash to do is the website, because we don't have the latest team on the website. So the website should have you. I think your name is not there. We don't have the name of Prakash also on the website as an Android developer. So we have to update the team page.
Arpisa name is also not there.
Yes, so we have to put everybody's name here, and we have to put the images very nicely. And everybody's LinkedIn account and everybody's picture. That we have to do. And the and the other thing that we have to do is I think Apurva, I think I approved Apurva, so she might join in. Apurva, can you hear me? Okay, one thing, Apurva, we can still message people on investor.com, so you have to keep doing it. I don't know how many messages we can do, but we can still do like 3 messages a day or something like that. She's still paying for this. So we have to find out what, let's see which account is there. Basic subscription. What is inside the basic subscription? Let's find out. Investor to match, priority email. You can still do 30, no, basic, 3 contacts per day. So you still have to do 3 contacts per day, Apurva. So you can add this as a to-do. And whenever you do that, you can send, let Crystal know like every second Thursday that you have contacted 3 members. Okay. And the other thing that you can do is you can send a gentle reminder to others. So you can do like, if you are taking notes, you can quickly write that you're going to do 3 contacts, or I'll write it for you. You're going to do 3 contacts, and this is for the future.
Sir, you're recording the meeting?
Yeah, I'm recording the meeting.
Oh.
So these are the 2 things in the future that you have to do, 3 contacts per day and the reminder to the old one. Coming back to what she wants. So this investor, we have to send the, and this is going to remain common for any kind of private equity investor. Now with Crystal, I'll tell you how do we earn money so that you can understand the broad story. Crystal or other investor are going to give us like 4%, 3%, 2% of the company. Once they get funding, then we can quit our position. So if Crystal is giving us, for example, 4% of our company and she gets 200,000, then we'll get 4% of 200,000, that is $8,000, and then we can quit the company. So that's how we are going to make money. But we don't know which startup is going to be successful. But even if we can have like 2, 3 startups successful and we can get money from them and we try like 10, then still we can make money. So, and once we start getting money, our life would be easy and then we can increase salary and do everything. But the idea is if these guys, Bonfire Investor, which contacted Crystal, if they buy a Crystal account, then, and Crystal is also going to send us our official thing. She's going to send money from her account, and she's also going to send me the certificate that QC Finance or our team owns like 4% of the company and things like that. That's why, if you remember, we were making the loan document for her to show that we are investing money on her so that she can get more investment. Okay, coming back to this thing, she wants us to talk to these guys. So Apurva, the to-do is that you can send 3 messages from her account every day to new people, and the new people should be related to this. I'll show you an account of these guys so that you understand the kind of people who are going to fund us. So these guys fund from 10,000 to 1 million. And what we are looking for is VC, angel, and PE. This is what we are looking. We are not looking for equipment acquisition or operation. We are looking for VC, angel, and PE. And the industry that we are looking for is tech, web, and software. So when you go there, you have an option to search for these kind of people. And most of these companies are located in Silicon Valley. Okay, coming back to what we have to send to these guys. So we have to send these guys the business plan, the executive summary, but more important would be the website, which should be nice, and the investor update. So this is the thing that she is making. Oh, she made the thing. So this is meet the team. So we have to put something more here or something like that. We can look at some example, but we have to update this page. She put something in here. I think we should start putting fab as well.
Okay.
The better it is, the older we go. And I don't think we should use these numbers. You see, this number, it's very hard to change it. Because then when you change something, you have to manually do. And for the future, we have to tell them what we are going to do. So after June, it's July and it's August. So in July, you must be knowing she wants to launch it at a coffee shop and a bar. And there would be the first prototype release. And marketing and promotional material through the user accepted testing or something like that. And if I were to make this, then I'm going to copy this painter and I'm going to put this. For the other, I'm going to select this. I'm going to select the painter. I'm going to come here. I'm going to do this. Okay. July proposed blonde. And then we can do this. So I come here, I double click on it. Then I go back, I select this, and I do this. Oh, I did not do it every place. I double click. Okay, so that is it. Hiring updates for May. We have to update this page. We can do hiring updates. We don't want to do it for May because it's too late to do that. So whatever is the current hiring update, we can do that. Now she is using this project management tool, and we have to make a little idea about what these tools are. So we can make a slide And we can choose the layout, something like this. And the idea is when these private equity players are going to come in, they'll have their own development team, and then we would have to give them all the tools that we did, so that they can take over. Okay. So the first thing, the more important tool is Jira. Then we have Trello. Then we have Bitbucket, and then we have Google Suite. And then we can put a snapshot of the stuff that we have. So this is like a snapshot of snapshot of travel board, something like this. Okay, then we can take a snapshot of travel and Bitbucket, and we can show how we are using this tool to make sure the integration. The idea of that is when these guys are going to jump in, they invest a lot of startups. These are all the startups that they have invested in. So they have their own development team. So they might merge our team to their team. So the idea is these guys, like if they are like these guys are focused on tech and web startup and software startup. So of course, if they are funding 10, 20, 30, 40 startups, they must have a development team. So they'll take the idea from us and they'll give it to their Android developer and project manager and everything. If that happens, we have to make the migration easy. So we have to share with the investors our Jira board, Trello, and then they can migrate it. So if we are using the tools that they are using, like they are also using Bitbucket, I know that they are using Jira, I know that they don't use Trello that much, but they use Google Suite. We are not using Google Suite. Ideally, we should, so that we can migrate things easily. But we can say that we are still using Google account. So that would be like Google Drive and an Excel sheet. That is one thing. And for her business plan, let's see, for her business plan. I think Arpit did the major change in the business plan. We have to ask and we have to ask. This was one of the business plan. Where is the business plan? Like this is the one-page business plan. Let me share it with you. I mean, this is good, but I'll probably download it. One second. Or let me do. I'm searching for travel business. Arpit made it very nicely. I think it should be somewhere on the document. If not, then we have to contact Arpit. Business plan travel. Is this pitch desk? This is our pitch desk. Let me see if I can add everybody. My drive. I'm going to add it there. Okay, let's see if I can add more people here. Or you guys have to ask her to send us the latest. But this was her like first deck. It's a lot old. But we can check this. Okay, open with Google Slides. So we have to send her and ask her if this is the latest one. I think last edit was made 3 days ago by Apurva, so I think this is the latest one. Apurva, did you remember anything changing into this thing?
No, sir, I've copied one slide from this.
Okay, let's copy the link and okay, we have to ask her if this is the latest PPT. And let's get the business plan. I think Arpit made it, so we have to contact Arpit. Okay, let's see one more time. I think I know it's on my different account. Let me check. So we have to send these guys the investor update, the business plan, and the PowerPoint. I think the PowerPoint is very old. We are not focusing on anything. So I think we should just send the business plan, which has the projection. And we should share the investor update because we don't want to. Oh yeah, this is it because she edited it today. Okay. Let me add it. Oh, where is the business plan here? I'm going to add it here. Oh, it's already in travel somewhere. How would I open this into Google Docs? Yes. Okay, I think Crystal already added this today, so this should be the latest one. We have to make sure that this has this developer too is Prakash. So okay, this is our salary, the money. Okay, this is the salary that we'll get after we get the funding. Okay. If she wants to keep us. If she does not want to keep us, then we'll just have the equity. Okay. I think this is the latest one. We can ask them to confirm. So we have to send them this business plan and the investor update slides. Okay. Okay. So we have to send these guys, bonfire guys. We have to send the business plan, the document that I have attached, and the investor update. And we have to do that in the next 12 hours. So I think the business plan, we need to change any projection. Prototype 1, Android. I think it should be July. And prototype iOS, I think it would be December. And this one looks fine. Okay. And beside that, we want to have the coffee shop launch, and we want to have the ale house launch. And we have to have the we also have to add the patent guy to the website, and we have to have a meeting with him to find out what he is doing. Okay. That patent guy told us to go for a trademark registration, but we don't want to do that because we want to just get a patent anyway. It does not matter because we have to receive our milestone so that we can get funding from the investor, and then we can get money and we can move out or share the money or do whatever you want. Or at least we get the money, then you guys can work on her payroll and get more money. So we have to ask the patent guy not to bother us with his ideas, but do that. Now here we have to add one more guy, and that would be the patent guy. Why I cannot type? Okay. Okay, so we have to add this guy. Okay. I think other than that, you have to just make sure that everything here in line. We cannot do anything about the projection, but I'll tell you a little bit about the projection. We made it in the Excel file. And other than that, these are the paid users. And these are the venues that are going to do, and these are the free users that we think we are going to get. But we have to move them a little farther down the line. But let's assume that this is what we are going to do. I'm not going to change this much. So this is our projection for earning. This is mid, this is low, this is high. We are giving three scenarios. And the subscription cost and the bar and venue cost. Now whenever a month passes by and these goals seems unrealistic, then we have to update the Excel file and change it. But right now I'm not doing it. But just imagine if we are going in July for funding, then we have to move these things ahead by 2 months, and we have to do that in Excel and put it here. And the math is going to change because if we change the month to August, so it would be, or September, then there would be less time remaining in that year. So this bold thing would change and the other rows would change. Okay, I think that's how you have to look at it and change it. Just you have to go through this travel business plan. If there is anything, you can send her an email and tell her that these are the changes that you did. And we have one more meeting with another investor, Matt, this Saturday. So you might have to be present there just so that she can show that she has a team so that the investors can get the money. I think that is it from my side. Did Arpit join? I think Arpit was busy. Okay, I think that's it from my side. Do you guys have any question for me?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so Apurva, so I'll reiterate what you guys have to do. You have to update these slides. Here you have to put Trello, Bitbucket, Google Suite. So I can do Trello for you quickly. So we'll take a snapshot by snipping tool and put it there. Or you can do it. And then we have to check the business plan and make sure that all the developments that happened in terms of the team and everything are there. All the idea, we're not going to do this because this page is too old. And all the goals that we have for July and August are the same in there and the same in this page. So whatever are the goals in the B plan are here as well. And what else? Yeah, we are showing that we got 30,000 of funding from QC Finance. I just gave her a letter to show to the investors, even if we are not funding that for now. So we would just use that thing as well. So it should be here. And I think Apurva, you looked at the loan document, right? You know the terms and condition. If we give them 30,000 right now, they're going to give us 60,000 after 4 years. So that would be a loan, that would not be equity. So that is another kind of funding that we are trying to get from other investors. My screen is stuck. Okay, I think that is it. Uh, let's prepare these two documents, the B plan and this investor update, and let's make sure that this is secure. This is the past. Secure 30,000 funding to continue. Might win investors. Okay. And yeah, there are small changes that you have to check, go through these files and change it. And I think she want to just put the images. She does not want to put in the name. We should also get Nehal's picture here. So okay. Okay, I think that is it. Let's update these two and send it to her back. So this
Sir,
is
what work we need to do for Bitbucket?
for Bitbucket. We have to ask these developers and bother them so that they they upload everything to Bitbucket because they did not do it. Now the challenge here is that you guys need to understand that a lot of time these guys are copy pasting the code, so they don't even know what they are doing. So we have to tell them that it's okay if you copy pasted the code and if you don't know what the code is. We just want you to put together whatever you did and put it there, and that's it. So a lot of things that Shivam did, even he does not know what is there. So we have to tell him that don't worry about code if you don't understand it, if you cannot explain it, that's okay. Because we are not an expert. We'll get senior developers once we get the funding. We just have to prove that we are serious. So we have to ask and tell Shivam and Prakash that if you are developing something independently or whatever you're doing, just post it on the Bitbucket so that when we go to the investor and when we want to put it on the slides, we have everything using Bitbucket. And these big companies are also having account of this Atlassian, this company which owns Bitbucket, which owns there is a tool called uh, for finance and accounting. I forgot the name. So this company owns a lot of stuff. So we have to tell that we are using this
So
Bitbucket.
Bitbucket is something like GitHub.
Yeah, Bitbucket is the paid version of GitHub. So it's the same as GitHub.
Okay.
Okay, this is Bitbucket. And then you can take a picture of Google Store. So, and then we need to make sure that everything is synchronous. We have to add, we have to make these lines as like the progress made in patent work. So we have to change the language. So we have to say that we did a research on patent filing in India and US as per patentability. We are doing an invalidity, and the guy is going to share an invalidity research report. We are also considering to go for a trademark, and in India, software patentable based on device, but for application. So in US, the algorithm and the patent are patentable. So uh, we have to find out what to do, what to put here. So we might have to talk with that guy. And then we have to convert this page into like a patent update page, because this is like he wrote something and we copy pasted here. We have to change the language. Hiring update, we still have to make a better slide out of that. So 2 new hires considered, we can update that. Under consideration, one is that Sharma, and there is one more from Mansoor. I think those would be the two next hire if she gets any feel of funding, or we have to wait. So 2 new hires under consideration who passed final round. Interviewed in June. Oh, and second round in June. We might need to change the font or something. So we have to update this slide, think about it, add some lines here and there, and then we can send it to her. We can have also a call with her, but we want to do this in the next 12 hours so that it's like 12 midnight here. They might open their email at 8 a.m. So try to do something and send her so that she can check it like 7 a.m. tomorrow and send it to the investor. This is the last pain. Once she gets funding, then our life is easy. Otherwise, as well, we have to do the same things for other investors. We help other startups as well. If you guys have any question for me,
No, sir.
okay, you guys can
No,
talk
sir.
together or whatever you want. Just update this thing. Monthly investor updates. That's the name of the file and the B plan. Okay, then try to do whatever you can in these two files and send her an update. If you want to distribute some work among themselves or whatever, however you guys want to do it. Okay, is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'm going to see you guys in like a couple of days.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.